This episode of the ResortLoop.com podcast is brought to you by Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Company. Joffrey's is proud to be the official specialty coffee of Disney. Enjoy drinks and pastries at Joffrey's kiosks throughout the parks and check out the Disney Specialty Coffee Collection only at Joffreys.com.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
We are now passing through the Transportation and Ticket Center on our way to the Polynesian Village Resort Hotel. If you'd like to return to the Transportation and Ticket Center, you may do so by boarding an express monorail at the Magic Kingdom station.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us. This is ResortLoop.com. I'm Tim Scott.
I'm Bob Collar.
This is episode 210. It's almost the end of April, and it's still cold.
Oh my gosh, it is freezing cold. This is really cutting into my training, Tim. You know how hard I'm training.
You're training really hard.
Yeah, just a few more days to the Expedition Everest 5K, the final Expedition Everest run. So
I saw that. That's crazy.
Looking forward to that. Can't wait to go. My son and I, we're packed actually already, and there's no reason to not pack shorts because we don't need to wear them in Northeast Ohio.
Just leave them there. Just leave them there.
Exactly. So anyway, Tim, hey, real quick before we start the show, I've got a This Day in Daily History.
Oh, we need special music for this. Go ahead.
We should, yeah. We'll have to we'll have to get with those folks. Maybe they have an idea. Anyway, this day in Disney history, 1989. This is kind of big because this ties in with our sponsor. A Typhoon Lagoon sneak preview takes place for members of the press. The park will open on June 1st of 1989.
Oh, very nice.
But a little soft opening for the press on this day in 1989. How about that? And then, of course, yeah, Joffrey's having their very first kiosk in Typhoon Lagoon. So
that is where it all started.
How about that?
We went to Typhoon Lagoon. We set up our chair right next to the Joffrey's kiosk, too.
Absolutely.
Camped out, if you will.
In 1997, the restaurant in Walt Disney World's Cinderella Castle is renamed Cinderella's Royal Banquet Table.
Yes, it is.
Royal Table.
Yes.
Although originally called King Stephen's Banquet Hall.
Yes,
King
it was.
Stephen, of course, Sleeping Beauty.
I never knew that at the time.
Yeah. A little, yeah.
A little misbranding.
Continuity error there.
Oh, well.
And this one's big for you, Tim.
Oh.
This one's big for you because in 2012, not all that long ago.
No.
2012, Mickey Mouse appears at Yankee Stadium to mark the official welcome of the Disney Cruise Line to New York City.
Wow, that was that long ago.
Yeah, how about that?
So the ship just pulled right up to Yankee Stadium?
Maybe.
Just pulled right in.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
That's awesome.
That's probably how your cab driver got you there. He was driving through Yankee Stadium.
That was one of the most, we talked about that on the show before. That should have been a thrill ride. That was an e-ticket there.
Yes, it was.
That was a butt clencher.
I don't even want to know what that means. So, Tim.
Yes.
What are we going to talk about today?
You know I love these shows, Bob. This is one of our Looper listener polls.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
The Loopers have spoken.
They cannot be silenced. They cannot be contained.
They will not be silenced.
They will not be contained.
Well, they might be contained.
They might be. I don't know.
They have rooms at Disney to contain people. Anyway, yeah, so this time we asked Looper Nation, what are your top 5 rides at a Disney park? And we got rides from Walt Disney World, from Disneyland,
okay,
and from Disneyland Paris.
Ooh, across the pond.
Across the pond. Now we need to hear from some folks over in Hong Kong and from Tokyo,
yes.
Disneyland,
the other side of the Pacific Rim.
Right, because they've got some. I guess they got some fantastic rides over there.
They've got some good stuff.
Yeah, we'd love to hear from those folks. Please participate in the poll. We really enjoy it. And this poll, Tim, the most participation we've ever had in a Looper listener poll.
Awesome.
So very exciting. The top 5 rides at a Disney park. I'm going to tell you first
Yes.
what didn't even make the list.
Really?
And like I said, we had more people chime in on this than we've ever had in any other Looper listener poll. So this was kind of big. I thought every ride would at least get a mention. We had the monorail was mentioned. We even had the trolley
Oh, rightfully so.
mentioned, and I even put out there. I said, it can be an expired ride, and we had Horizons was mentioned. World of Motion,
Love it.
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea
Oh.
made it, and so did the Skyway cars.
Oh, I missed the Skyway.
Yeah. So, and our beloved, I was a little worried about this because it took a while for it to get to the list, or be mentioned, Maelstrom.
Oh, man.
But it did make it. Here's what did not even make the list. Nobody even voted for these. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm sitting down.
All right. We're going to start at the studios. And I was kind of shocked because there was a little bit of an uproar. Not much, but a little bit. The backstage tour, no mention.
Okay.
Believe it or not, all the other rides, now I didn't include shows on this, but all the other rides made it from the studios. But jumping over to Animal Kingdom, Triceratops Spin didn't get a mention. And neither did Cali River Rapids. Nobody wants to get wet.
No, not when that much humidity. You don't dry off.
Right. Even the train going over to Conservation Station got a mention.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Awesome.
But those are the only 2 in Animal Kingdom. Hopping over to Epcot, our good pal Ellen, she didn't make the list.
Really? Oh.
I was disappointed in that. Some of All Thrills. I don't think a lot of people have ridden that.
No.
Because it's in Innoventions, and it takes some time to get on the ride. So, but it's a good ride. Believe it or not, Seas with Nemo and Friends, not one mention.
The Seas, really? Wow.
Yeah. Shocked by that. Of course, Journey into Imagination. Not too many folks happy with that one.
Yeah.
And this is gonna hurt you most. Grand Fiesta Tour with starring the 3 Caballeros
Oh, yeah.
did not make the list.
Oh, yeah.
Now you can add it because I'm going to ask you at the end what are your favorite rides.
Okay.
But so if you want to add that, that's fine.
If we had the old music in it, it'd probably be right there. But I
No
digress.
music. Right,
I digress.
right. But believe it or not, jumping over to the Magic Kingdom, of course, Magic Kingdom has probably the most rides of any of the parks anyway, but the Walt Disney World Railroad didn't make it. I was shocked by that.
Wow.
Magic Carpets of Aladdin didn't make it. The Liberty Bell, the paddle wheel boat, didn't make it. This one really shocked me. Many Adventures with Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, the Pooh didn't make it?
Pooh didn't make it.
Wow, the Pooh got flushed.
Neither did the Tea Party, the Mad Tea Party.
Really?
And that's in every commercial.
Wow.
Everybody rides that. Goofy's Barnstormer did not make it. Astro Orbiter did not make it. Although the Buzz Lightyear Astro Orbiter, and I believe that's over in Disneyland Paris. I'm not sure. I'll have to check on that. And this one did not shock me. Did not make the list. Nobody mentioned it.
Okay.
Which is why it must be removed. We've talked about this before. Tomorrowland Speedway.
I hate to say it, but yes. They could do so much with that big area of land. That's a big honking piece of land right there.
That's a lot of land. A lot of land. So let's jump over the ones that did not make the top 5 but made the top 10. Here we go. Pirates of the Caribbean came in 6th.
Ooh, okay.
That came in 6th. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad came in 7th. The TTA came in at 8. And coming in number 9 was Toy Story with Midway Mania. And tied for number 10, Space Mountain and Test Track.
Okay.
I guess honorable mention we could say was Kilimanjaro Safari Star Tours and Seven Dwarfs Mine Train came in number 11. So, are we ready for the top 5?
I am ready for the top 5. Don't hold. No, I'm not sure. Give me a second. Okay, now I'm ready for the top 5.
What are you doing over there?
I needed composure. I had to settle my thoughts.
All right.
I'm ready to absorb the information.
All right. Tied for number 5 in the Looper Listener Poll top 5 rides at a Disney park, Splash Mountain and Rockin' Roller Coaster.
Ooh, okay.
Coming in at number 3 all by itself, Expedition Everest.
Yes.
All by itself, right there in the middle. Tied for number 2. You want to take a guess?
Tied for number 2. I'm going to say Haunted Mansion.
That was one of them. You are correct.
Woo!
Tied with Tower of Terror.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Tower of Terror and Haunted Mansion, number 2.
Similar-esque themes. Interesting.
Yeah. Which Haunted Mansion was in the lead for quite a while.
Okay.
But this ride came in, squeaked by one vote to take the number 1 spot all by itself, and that is the wonderful ride, Soarin'.
That's what I had a feeling. As we're getting closer, I'm like, he hasn't mentioned Soarin' yet.
There you go. So that's the number 1 ride voted on by the Loopers out there, Looper Nation, for the top rides at a Disney park. You know what I found very interesting, though, Tim?
What's that?
Was that I'm trying to find it here in a list. Where is it at? Mission Space. Mission Space got 2 votes.
Ooh, out of everything, 2 votes.
Out of everything, only 2 votes. Now, that's got to be probably one of their most expensive rides.
Very expensive. I'll tell you, it looks dated, though, already.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how long it's been open, but when that came out, it was state-of-the-art.
Right. And I don't know if you've noticed this, but it's never crowded to get into that thing.
No.
There's never a long. I mean, the most I've seen is a 20-minute wait, maybe. Sometimes a 40 in high volume days.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, a very expensive ride to build. All that controversy early on with it, and doesn't vote well with the Looper Nation anyway. So interesting. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, I would love to see them mix in some random, storylines in there a little bit. Mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, I would think that would be pretty easy to do with the fact that it's a video for the most part.
I would think
that you're watching.
Yeah.
It wouldn't take too much to make adjustments to the controls to make the ship do different things. I wouldn't think.
Yeah, I mean, what do we know? I don't know. I'm thinking a little programming, slap a new VHS tape in, you're good to go.
Well, you're the tech guy, so if you say it's easy to do, you're our tech guy.
I'm sure my Imagineering phone here is going to light up any time now.
But our Carousel of Progress did pretty well. The Great Movie Ride did well. Jungle Cruise, of course, and Peter Pan very well as Spaceship Earth. They just didn't make it into the top 10. So, we had California Screamin' from out in California, and so Mr. Toad's Wild Ride even made it.
Oh, I need to get to that park they call Disneyland. I need to get out there.
Yes, you do. Radiator Springs Racers made it from over in California.
Wow,
so,
awesome!
And that's a great ride. That is such a great ride. So there it is. That is the Looper listener poll for today, Tim. And before I say the words, I've got to remind everybody you're creeping up on that 20% off expiring for your Joffrey's Coffee and Tea. And don't forget the tea. If you don't drink coffee, their tea is spectacular as well. So get on that. What is the code, Tim?
The code is Looper. And that's only good, till the end of this month. So you don't have like you said, a very few days left.
Right. So, if anybody's out there going to be at Walt Disney World over this upcoming weekend, I will be there. I'll be tweeting all over the place.
What?
So look me up. Yeah, come on.
You're going?
We just talked about this.
Yeah, I know we did. That's awesome, though.
Unless I pull a hammy,
Well,
I'm
don't
gonna have to go.
don't get any pork while you're down there. You'll be fine.
I might be eating at a very special restaurant. Let's just say, if the stars align,
Oh, okay, excellent.
we'll see. We'll see how this goes. But yeah, look me up. I'll be tweeting, and come up and say hello. Don't
Excellent.
be afraid. I'm just, we're just regular folks.
You are.
Well, I might be a little irregular.
I'm not sure what that means.
That's just me.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, we're going to meet up with some folks. I already have some scheduled meetings with some of Looper Nation already. So looking very very much forward to all of it. I can't wait to see everybody and be down there for the race. So. Tim, make sure Joe Quattrochi is on the speed dial.
He is.
In case you get.
He's been instructed to pick up the red phone if I dial.
That means I've gone down, and you need a co-host.
That's right.
All right. Well, Tim.
Yes, Bob.
That is all I've got.
Oh, everybody, thanks for the Looper listener polls. I just love these shows. I love getting the insight. It's awesome. Everybody, thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Scott. You can find me on Twitter. I'm ResortLoop I'm at Facebook at Tim Resort Scott. And we have ResortLoop.com, the website.
And I'm I'm Resort Loop Bob on the Twitter and Instagram. Don't forget Facebook /Resort Loop. That's where we do the listener polls usually, and Twitter as well. And don't forget to rate us on iTunes. And Tim, should they call in and still give, even though we've got a little bit of an open there, should they give us a show open?
I think they need to send us anything they got at area code 414
WDW
Loop. Everybody, thanks for joining us. This has been the Gateway to the Magic.
See you, everybody.
All right, now I'm excited. Now I'm ready to go.
All right.
Hey, everybody, thanks for joining us. This is Resort Loop. Oh, what?